the chat box and things?
Right now, I'm kind of following chat, and everybody's saying hello and getting acquainted here in the chat box. So far, there's not been any kinds of questions specifically. Just a lot of good hellos, and so that's exciting.
Okay. Well, hopefully we have a good screen up here, honey. We got the...
Right now, you've got your XANGO University in place.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm just crazy excited about this call today. There is so much information and so much excitement that's beginning to happen, or it's been happening for over a year almost, since way before the Long Beach Regional, last October in 2014. This is when this whole push started, this whole momentum started, this new face of XANGO started. And so we're just excited about what's going to happen. Gosh, how many days away? Less than 2 weeks away. Absolutely less. I think 13 days we're right to it, Carol. And so very excited about the products, the systems, the tools, the training that's coming. And you know, Carol and I have been to every convention and regional that we could, you know, every year. And XANGO just outdoes themselves every time. And so we're very excited about this one, and we're excited. You know, when you get around Ryan Anderson and you listen to him, you got to get excited, folks. And I hope you can tell in my voice that I'm excited this morning. And as Carol and I reviewed all the recording from this Thursday's call, it's called In the Know. And so what we're going to be doing is going over a lot of that material that Ryan and Ray Heron and Dwayne Dyer covered during that call. We're going to be sharing some very important numbers. If you're online, I hope you can take some screenshots and save some of these screenshots to your computer. Open up a Word document, or maybe you're not. I have Word, so I would open up a Word document and I'd hit print screen, and then I'd copy it into that Word document. So you have some of these figures on the slides that we're going to be talking about a little bit later. And then also, if you're taking some notes, you're going to want to stay on until the very end. It's very important that you stay on, because we're not going to leak this secret site and the secret thing until almost the last slide. Now, get it right, folks. We're not going to tell you what the product is today. We can't do that. You know, we signed an NDA years ago, and I think it's a lifetime thing. So, you know, we're not going to tell you what it is, but we're going to tell you some special things that basically only happened last Thursday, and at the XBA that happened a few weeks ago here in Lehi, Utah, at the XANGO International Quarters there. But we're going to have this thing that we're going to share with you in just a little bit here. And so who I first want to bring on and have share about part of the Rush Convention. Actually, it's the day after Rush Convention, and it's XANGO United. And, you know, Ray shared the other day about, you know, what's going to be happening, some of the speakers and things like that. So, Ray, are you available to share with us a little bit this morning?
Well, I am, Tom. Good morning to you. Good morning to Carol. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to everybody around the world, whatever time zone you're in. It's always a pleasure to be on the call with you. You know, Tom, I am really excited about this convention coming up here. I've been, 30 years doing this and been to a lot of conventions. But I can tell you this is going to be a red letter weekend, I guess, in XANGO's history. We're about to see some things that really have never, I'm always reluctant or reticent to say that what we're about to do, about to accomplish, about to see has never really happened in this industry before, but that's exactly what's going to unfold at this convention coming up. XANGO is about to just get vertical. Many of you were involved maybe, or some of you were involved in the first few years of XANGO, and it was the kind of growth that you just had the experience. You couldn't possibly understand it. The momentum was like nothing else I had ever seen. And that's about to be duplicated, I think, by a power of about 3. XANGO is going to grow like you've never seen growth happen before. And so congratulations to you. If you already arranged to be in Las Vegas for that weekend, it's going to be absolutely phenomenal. And you're going to see some things. No, we can't talk about the products, but, you know, I've had the good fortune to be around some of the biggest leaders in XANGO here the last several days. And all I'm going to say is they look a lot better. I believe they look a lot younger now. I don't know. They're on to something. So I guess we're all going to have to just show up and see what all that is about. But I do know, as Tom said, I've signed a non-disclosure agreement as well, and I've seen some very, very unique things. There's just it's never been done before, and the whole world wants it. I tell you, when you got products that change the way people feel and the way they look, you've got a magic combination. So that's what we have, folks. Let me do my small part in promoting XANGO United. That's the meeting, as Tom said. It's the day after convention, and some of you, it's our fault if you were not made aware of it and you didn't make plans to be there. I want to encourage you to maybe change your plans. If you didn't plan to be there, perhaps you've got tickets and you're scheduled to fly out of there the very time our training is taking place. It doesn't cost a lot, maybe $100 to change an airline ticket these days. Some of them allow you to do that without charge. I'm going to ask you to consider coming there. It's not going to be any team-specific training at all. It's going to be, last count, just under 40 of the biggest leaders in XANGO from all around the world. And most of them are going to have a short time on stage, but, boy, let me tell you, some of them have some very, very unique building ideas that we're going to share with people. And it's been my observation over the last many years with XANGO that we've, not by design, but we've become just a little bit divided. And that's why I love the word united, We've been divided, but we're gonna come together united. It makes no difference at what line of sponsorship. These are people, leaders from all over the world, and congratulations certainly to Collie and Sandy and Richard O'Brien for putting together the XANGO University, the XANGO United team. It's been an incredible work, and if you've been following it along the way, it just gets better and better all the time. It's one of the most unique sources that you can possibly have. You see, network marketing is a we thing. It's not an I thing. And magic happens when people come together. They're united, and they work together. And that's what the theme of this is. And there's going to be some valuable insights shared with you, and you're certainly going to get all the information from XANGO, from the stage, of these brand new products, brand new building ideas, and a unique approach to gathering customers for your business. Unique, very unique. You're going to get to see all of that, but it's kind of nice to have a plan once you leave there excited. You've got the information, you've got these unique products, and how best do I move my business? I believe there's 2 ways to build a network, Tom, fast and wrong. And
I love that, Ray.
Fast is the way to go. Well, I came out firing 30 years ago. I mean, just young, green, prejudged the industry as something I didn't want to do, went to a meeting, got excited, and thought, wow, if they can do it, I can do it too. I can do this. If they can do it, I can do it too. And my mentor, Jim Rohn, says, hey, you might as well do it quickly. If you do it quickly, more people, you'll gather the attention of more people will join you. So, I was kind of in desperate need back then, financially challenged, 4 small children, and I had to make things happen. So, I kind of did. I hit it with everything I had and became very successful in a short period of time. So I know that's at least one of the clues to building a network is to have a plan and go at it with all you got. Pretend your life was hanging in the balance, and believe me, it has the possibility to set you up financially for the rest of your life. Well, XANGO United is going to take place on the Sunday after the event. Costs a little bit of money, not very much. It's going to be a great investment. Costs $30 for a single ticket. $25 if two of you buy a ticket at the same time. It can be you can just join arms with somebody standing in line and say you're my date. You're my date for the entrance to the door. It's two people, any two couples. It's $25 each. It's a valuable price for something like this. Collie or Tom, I don't know, are any of the box lunches still available at the reduced price?
You know, I was poking around in that XANGOUnited.com and clicked on the ticket tab, and I was looking at one of the drop downs that had a little more explanation in it, and one of them said that you could get the two tickets and half price lunch tickets, and that was all $74. So those box lunches are still $12 a piece, so $24 for those until September 1st. Now the other ones are all past, but I found this one click down. So if you want, to get that, you can still get those lunches for less till September 1st.
That's a real bargain. As many of you may know, wasn't always the case, but Las Vegas, Nevada has become about the most expensive place to put on a convention, and the rooms, the space, the chairs, and I mean they really charge a premium for those. So we have to charge a little bit of money. I say we, XANGO United has to. The goal was never to make any money. In fact, it'll probably lose some money, but in order to help defray the cost of that thing, the tickets, like I said, they're $30 each, $25 for a couple, and we're gonna be working through the day. It's a working lunch. I mean, this thing, they've got it detailed out where it is fast moving, hitting hard, and we're going to work through the day. So you're going to need to eat, and it's hard for me to imagine. Old poor boy from Oklahoma, that box lunches could cost you $24, but that's what the convention cost is. They're very nice box lunches, I will add that. And you can get them for half price, like Tom said. You can get two tickets, two meals for $74. So, hey, what a way to go. Come spend the day with us and learn from the very, very best about how to implement all of the new strategies that are going to be presented to us at the XANGO convention. I'm excited. Cheryl's excited to see you all there. It's always a great time for us. And, hey, if I could wave a magic wand and have it happen tomorrow, I would. But as Tom said, it's closing in on us. So if you haven't already arranged to be there, let me encourage you. Do everything you possibly can. My mentor taught me, how do you know till you try? Do everything you possibly can to get to XANGO United. Go get your tickets. Go online, Tom. I think they go to XANGOUnited.com, right?
Yes, sir.
And how do they reach that special little drop down menu in order to?
Well, there's a ticket tab, there's an agenda tab, and there's a speaker tab there too.
Okay. Well, great.
So they can look at all that. I'll tell you what, Ray. I was very impressed by the speaker lineup. Very impressed. And you're talking global here.
Oh, absolutely. And like I said, folks, don't worry about any very specifics. It's not team-specific anything. This is a united event. And the things that we're going to share with people, it matters not where you're sponsored. You can put your business in overdrive, and that's our goal. I believe personally XANGO is going to double their volume over the next 2 years, maybe even shorter than that. So be there, don't miss it, and we'll look forward to giving you a big hug when you walk in the door. Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, Ray. I appreciate it, and looking forward to seeing you in just
Ray, it's so exciting to hear all the things that you shared, and also to really to embrace that passion, about bringing all of us together united. I love what you've shared so many times when we've heard you speak, and this is so important. I wanted to share it too. It says, from what you tell us, if you were to work your business for the next 90 days as if your life depended on it, you would have the ability to change your life forever. And you are so wise. We appreciate your leadership. Thank you, Ray. Thank you.
Thanks again. Appreciate that, Carol.
Thank you, Carol, for the nice comments.
Yeah.
Folks, we're going to be referring to, Ryan Anderson and Dwayne Dyer that did a lot of the speaking here. And so a lot of the statements I'm going to be making are ones that, we listened to just a few days ago on the In the Know call for premieres and above. So, this first statement I'm going to talk about, that Ryan said, this is the biggest product launch, but it's more than just the products themselves. It is the system. It's the tools. It's the message. It's the ease of doing business and the alignment that will catapult us. Stability and simplicity of doing business with XANGO. And he said a lot of people, and when he says a lot, I'm thinking of hundreds of thousands of people and more, are going to be standing up and taking a notice of what's going on. One of the things that Carol and I want to talk about just for a few minutes, and I'll switch slides here, is this velvet rope reception that's happening. Carol, maybe you want to go through that just a hair here?
Let me stop for just a second. Allison mentioned that we're losing audio a little bit. Can you take a peek at that and see if there's any possible... Allison, how's it doing right now?
Sometimes if you're losing audio, sometimes you might need to log out and sign back in quickly.
Thanks, Tom.
Or call back in. Okay.
So moving forward then, you're going to share a little bit about the velvet ropes experience.
Absolutely. Well, a lot of people, and you know what? It isn't just the leaders getting these invites for these special events. XANGO has a new face and a new way of doing things, and even the car giveaway is completely different. These are all things that have been taking place since the Long Beach Regional that we had last October. Different ways to earn entries into this drawing for the car, different ways to earn entries into this velvet rope experience, different ways to get into the black or white event or Rock of Ages, and there's just a lot of things. There's a special light show for the MB30 going on. I believe that's Saturday night. I don't have that information right here, but a lot of different things going on. So I know that a lot of people, even on this line, are qualified for some of those things. And so if you're not sure where you need to be, or what's going on, I encourage you. I hope I wrote down Sam Glanzer. He's probably going to shoot me later. But, if you don't know where to be, if you don't know for sure if you're qualified, if you think you're qualified but you're not sure, if you think you were supposed to be at Velvet Rope, shoot sam.glanzer@zango.com a quick email and say, hey, Sam, I thought I was qualified. Tell me if I am. And tell me where we need to be. Look at that agenda that's posted online under the Rush tab there on the front page, and you'll know mostly where you're supposed to be most of the time. But for some of these special events, gosh, we're going to have a pool party the first night we're there. How special is that, with thousands and thousands of people coming in? So, it's going to be a wonderful time. It's going to pass very quickly. I know it seems like a blur when we're done, and because of so much information being pumped into our heads and into our bodies, and we're running at full speed for about 3 or 4 solid days there, and you know what? That's what keeps us going. I love running, myself a little bit and regroup, but we're running. And we're going to run, like Ray and talked about, 90-day stretches. We're going to run. And so one of the things that's happening, and I'm going to jump back up to another slide I've got up here, we actually shared, we tried to share, Carol and I tried to share a number of weeks ago about a prior call where you know, we talked about XANGO's new president, Leslie Gallagher, and, you know, she talks about the new face of XANGO over and over again, and some of her experiences. You know, this is a gal that's been with XANGO over 11 and a half years. She knows all the ropes. She knows everything. She knows the founders very well. A lot of her family works for XANGO also. So we're very, very excited to have her be the president of XANGO and the leadership that she provides. So this is going to be an awesome thing. Carol, do you have anything you want to add about her at all?
No, I'm going to have you go on, honey.
Okay. I sort of put you on the spot here. Okay. You know, one of the things that this is going to perfectly align with that's coming up is we're going to be very quickly popping new 5Ks, 20Ks, and premieres every 30, 60, and 90 days. This is how quick things are going to happen, and as we get into these slides a little further, you're going to see how that's going to happen. You know, we're going to be seeing these trips, 2 trips a year. And so what we're going to do, folks, is we're going to focus on those trips. I just was quickly adding it up in my brain this morning. You know, we've got till the end of November. Where are we at? We're at the end of August here. We've got September, October, November. Folks, even with these last 3 months, you could still have enough points to get yourself to this paradise trip in February 2016. You know, it's a doable thing. And once you hear how this is going to happen and these products are going to roll out and how this all comes together, you're going to realize that, you know, we can easily do these trips over and over again. And here's what's exciting, folks. You know, premieres and above, we've been a little spoiled. We've had these trips for years and years. Here's the new face of XANGO, folks. They've opened it up for anyone to qualify for these trips. And these, you know, as you're advancing, you're going to see these things that are available. You're going to focus on those things, and you're going to win these things. Folks, if you go to the page, the Paradise Trip page, and look at all the people that are qualifying, there's a little link there on that page. There are literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that have qualified already to go on that trip, and there's hundreds of more that are right on the edge of points to qualify in just the next month or 2 or 3. So this is very doable to have this done. It's a choice you need to make. Get with your upline, set some goals, make it happen. Let's see. I got to flip the page here on my notes, Carol. What's the deal? Anyway, hey, I know who I want to have talk for just a moment. Tell you what, when you're ever in a group anywhere, and I've heard this gentleman for years and years, love his story, love his past, love how he's humble. He's just humble in a great way. But I'll tell you what, folks, nothing can bring joy to your heart and to your body like the laugh of Richard O'Brien. Richard, are you excited about Rush Convention this year?
Well, I don't think excitement can say enough about it. You know, I'm not going to try to say a lot. I'll just take a couple minutes, Tom, if you don't mind. And before I say anything, I appreciate you and Carol take care of these calls because I know how much work they are. I want to thank both of you for heading this up. 13 years ago, I talked to a gentleman. His name was Armando, and Armando shared this business. And most people know my story, but the 5th time I said yes. But saying yes doesn't mean you're going to do anything. And, you know, I got the beat downs by my sponsor, are you ever going to do anything, and all those things. And everybody knows the Banty deal and Collie. But Ray Heron said something to me that has changed my life. Now, I'm not saying what the other three didn't say to me changed my life, because I got in. But Ray Heron said, we're going to write a big one here, Richard, pretty much with or without me. And I bought into his genuineness. And it's something that all of us on this call have had people that said no to him. I mean, I've had people break my heart in this business that said no to me. And I'm sure the people on this call have. But we don't get paid on the no's. We get paid on the yeses. And when you buy into the genuineness of the people that are helping you, the mentorships that you form at these conventions, and the belief level you have when you walk out of these conventions, you hear stories from people that aren't going to make a nickel on anything you do or I do. You hear things that are just unexplainable, and it changes your life. What are we doing? What are any one of us on this call today doing that's so important that we can't spend a day or two out of our life to maybe change our life? You know, that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, there's going to be lives changed there. And I know you hear that from people, but you're hearing it from someone that was a lot of loser in this business, that never made the kinds of money that the Herons or the Collie or Sandy or Utah have made in this industry. And this company has changed our life. But besides the company, it's the people that were willing to help me get from A to Z. And that's what you're going to see at convention. You're going to see something. I've seen the movie, and I didn't believe the movie when I first got in. It took me 7 months before my sponsor had the guts to call me and say some things, put Sandy on the phone to say some things that I didn't believe. And I got mad and hung up. We all know that story. And then put Ray Heron on, who picked me up, brushed me off, and said, listen, bozo. And he didn't say it like that. But you're going to miss this, and don't miss it. We're going to write a big one here. And from what Armando says, you need to see this. At least know what you're saying no to before you say no. Look what you're going to miss before you say no. And they didn't know I was broke. And I'm sure some of the people on this phone are broke. And I don't want you to spend your last nickel going to a convention. That's not what I'm trying to do. But if you have the willingness and can be mentored by people that are willing to help you, look at these people as people that are willing to lift you up and help you instead of, and maybe tell you some truth that you don't want to hear, like they did to me. And if that helps you get from A to Z and set your family up for the rest of their lives, what's a couple days? What's a few $100? You're going to work your whole life for a few $100 to try to put in the bank. At least try to work with something that can change your life. And that's what happened to Carol and I. So, Tom, I won't take any more time. I know you got Collie and you got some people talking, and I don't want to take any more time. I hope I see everybody at the convention. Make sure you give me a hug and say hello. We appreciate each and every one of you. And without you, none of us would be here. And that's the way we look at people, not like they're dollar signs, and we want you not to look at people like they're dollar signs, but they're people that we're all friends. We work together in teams, and we can build a monster business. Thanks, Tom. Appreciate you taking care of these calls.
All right, Richard. Thank you so much. You know, Richard, right along with that, Carol and I, our lives changed at a convention. You know, there's absolutely something about convention, seeing it, feeling it, hearing it, you know, it totally changes lives. That's what it did for us, and we're eternally grateful for that change that we've seen in our own lives. So thank you so much. I'm going to move on. We've got a lot more slides to cover this morning and a lot more information. You know, this is huge, folks. You know, I know sometimes I run a little late, maybe getting to, you know, in the door in the morning, or I'm running a little late coming back from a lunch or something. But I'll tell you what, that's not going to happen anymore with Carol and I. We want to be there. We're going to be in our seats, and we're going to be watching for what's coming. And there's going to be a lot of great things. So. Carol and I were wondering, you know, we always hear that, you know, randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled, okay? I can't even say that very fast, but you know, that's the gold standard for the test that XANGO's done with these. I'm going to go ahead and say it, Carol, these 3 new products with these clinical studies, double-blind, placebo-controlled studies. And here's the thing, you know, with some of these things, people, you know, within a few minutes noticed results. And then, folks, within, you know, 70% of the people that they had doing this testing showed significant, noticeable results in 3 weeks. Okay, we're talking almost instantaneously here, and then we're talking 70% in 3 weeks. That's pretty quick. And here's the real kicker. You know, I don't think I've ever seen a product be this high in results. 98% showed significant differences in 6 to 8 weeks. 98%. Folks, that's almost 100%. Everyone noticing a difference. So here's the thing, folks. We'll be able to sit down and demo these products. And you know, while we're showing you these products, there are significant results right then and there. What's that going to do for our business, folks?
You know, Tom, I thought that was such an amazing thing to hear Dwayne share a story when he and Melody were just getting started with the Glimpse line when it was introduced so long ago, and it was shared on the call, the In The Know call, a little bit about that, and they were talking about how she had come to Dwayne and said, hey, I have this really cool idea. I'd like to be able to take 10 ladies to lunch. And he was like, well, you know, looking at, you know, the money allotment we've got for this and that, I'm not sure that with regard to Glimpse, is going to be something that would be workable. And she said, let me talk about this for just a minute. Let's sit down and talk about it. And so she shared a concept here, and her idea was to basically set up a lunch where she'd take 10 ladies to lunch. She'd plan the menu, and it would be, you know, they would select from the same menu basically, and they would enjoy an awesome time. And basically she would be sharing about Glimpse. She'd take in 2 kits with her, and the goal was to sell those 2 Glimpse product line kits. And wouldn't you know, as she did these luncheons, that's exactly what happened, and she ended up earning back all of the money involved in doing the luncheon. What a fabulous thing. What a great idea. It ended up being something that literally skyrocketed, like 105 new people, if I understand, in their organization because of this concept. And Dwayne said, you know what, this business, he calls it show, sell, and tell. And he's not just talking about all of our business, but more specifically with this brand new product. And so he said they see that it works really quickly. And when you have something in our industry that you can have instant results, it is extraordinarily powerful. And he was sharing also about a recent checkup that he had with his doctors. And his doctor said to him, keep doing what you're doing. This was a direct result of using these new products. He had an opportunity to be one of the participants there. And so listening to all of this got me stirred up. I tell you, I love that idea of show, tell, sell. I love, you know, what Melanie did with the idea of taking 10 ladies to lunch. Who doesn't love a lunch out with your girlfriend? Man, that's a fun thing. So, Tom, I'm going to go ahead and share back to you, but I just wanted to throw that in real quick.
I do have to admit, Carol, you do like your lunches out with the gals. That's awesome. So this is going to be an awesome addition to going out and having lunch. And yeah, I think there's some tax write-off to that too, hon.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's the thing, folks. Friday morning, they're going to flip a switch, and every person sitting in the audience will have their own replicated website that's dedicated to these products. Your product experience that's linked to these amazing benefits of these new products, and you'll want to take your own picks. Clinical studies will be provided. Everyone sitting in the Rush event will be an instant expert on this brand new category. And I know you're wondering, well, how can that happen? How can that be so quick? Well, when you have before and after tools, when you have the international presence that's going to happen, because folks, this is not just launching in the U.S. or Mexico or Canada, and then it sort of dribbles into the other countries slowly around the world. Folks, this is a global launch. 43 countries at once are going to have this available. That's awesome when you have that kind of launch, that kind of impact. And you know what? We're the fastest company in network marketing took 18 years to reach $1 billion in sales a year. Folks, we're right on the cusp of 13 years. We got 5 years. This could be, and possibly will be, and if you make the choice to be, will be that product line, that system launch that'll take us to that $1 billion a year very quickly. Now, we always talk about the compensation. I love how Kali puts it, because she just makes it so brilliantly understood. Okay, there's a lot of companies out there. And here's how she puts it. A lot of them pay out 32%, maybe up to 36%. Well, XANGO pays 50%. Well, if you look at it this way, folks, and the company she talks about is right down the road from us here in Utah, and she says they pay out 32%. Well, if they're making $1 billion a year, or if they're doing $1 billion a year, okay, they're doing $1 billion in business a year, they're only paying out, now listen to this, folks, because this makes sense. They're only paying out $320 million a year. Now, we're going to compare that to a 50% payout. Folks, that's $500 million a year. $180 million more going to the distributors. That's a no-brainer, as people would say. Do you want 32% or 50%? Do you want $320 million or $500 million to divide up? It's your choice. That's why XANGO excels in our industry in so many areas, creating over 140 millionaires and multimillionaires. No other company can say that, period. So I get on a rampage here, Carol. I got to get back to my notes. I got off on
moving forward, I love this quote we've got up on the slide, and Ray shared it the other day on the call. Prosperity belongs to those who learn new things the fastest. I'm all for it. I'm excited. I want to learn these new things fast.
Okay. All right. Well, we got to this slide, and right at the top it talks about the new product comes with a 3-tiered pricing structure. And here's how it goes, folks. I'm just going to tell you this. I don't have any slides particularly about this 3-tiered pricing structure, so you'll want to write these things down. Typically in this market, now our products are first-to-market category creators. Just let me point that out. But typically in this market, a product of this nature, okay, would retail in somewhere between, Ryan said, about $350 to $500 per system. I already told you it has 3 things in it, okay? So retail would be about $350 to $500. We're going to see some product comparisons. and looking at our industry, there's nothing really like it out there, but there are items trying to achieve similar results. Let's see, I'm flipping the page here again. So trying to achieve those similar results would be around 275 to 400 for all of these, okay? All of the market research we've studied before going into this market, we wanted to have the simple products that delivered fast results and have credible science behind it that works. Okay, so here's the three-tiered pricing. If you were to go to the XANGO shopping cart that Friday morning when they launched this, and if you to send somebody there, and they picked out the products individually, all right? They didn't buy them as a system. They just maybe were buying one or two, and then maybe a day or two later they realized, oh my gosh, I should have bought all three. Those three products individually would cost $190 plus shipping and handling, okay? $190 plus shipping and handling. Okay, hope everybody's got that figure written down. When you order the whole system, all three products, it's $175. That's in the shopping cart. So you're saving $15. Order all three. You're saving $15 right there. But like Ryan said, he goes, I really like Dwayne, and so I'm going to refer to Dwayne here a little bit. He's a really great guy, and we have so much in common. I'd love to help him with these wonderful products. Not only that, but I'd like to offer it at the very best way possible. Dwayne's a fantastic guy. I want to get him the best price possible. And that's how we are with our friends and people we know. We want them to have the best way possible. Okay. Within our history of XANGO, there really hasn't been a way to encourage folks to utilize AutoShip in the past. We'll just put it that way. And, the corporate people can share those numbers, but AutoShip is something that a lot of people, I guess they're fearful of it a little bit, but this is really going to give advantage for being on AutoShip. So what's the question we hear over and over from folks wanting to try our amazing products? Anybody guess out there? Is there any way for us to get away from that dreaded shipping and handling? Okay, and that's true. I don't like it, and I live here. But when I pay from the warehouse to my house, I don't even like it, and I'm not that far away. Okay, so getting away from that dreaded shipping and handling, how do we do that? Well, Ryan said to Dwayne, his good friend, I'm going to save you $40 today. And the price will be are you ready for this? $135. We just went from $190 individually to a whole system at retail, $175. And now we're dropping another $40 to $135. How is that possible? Okay. Well, we'll sign you up as a customer on AutoShip, and here it is, folks. Shipping and handling is free. Love that word, free. Shipping and handling is free. $135, free shipping and handling. Be on AutoShip, sign up as a customer. I hope you're getting a little bit excited here, okay? Okay. So we'll just keep moving here because, and then for us as distributors, again, it's $135. We're on AutoShip, 100 personal volume, free shipping and handling. That's an awesome price. Go back to what I said earlier, folks. What were the prices for things that were possibly similar? I think it was $350 to $500 for those three products, and we're getting it for $135, being on an auto ship with free shipping and free handling. Folks, that's an awesome deal. See how this is going to move pretty quick? Pretty quick. Okay. All right. Well, Carol, you already covered the next story, so I got to jump through here.
So Hans, I see in the chat, Hans is saying in the EU is shipping and handling free. Based on what we're hearing from XANGO Corporate, that's the deal. This is unrolling globally. And, I hope that XANGO Corporate would correct us if that's not the case, but that's what we're hearing, Hans.
Okay. Well, I'm going to jump down to the next slide. I can't wait any longer here, Carol, because there's some special things, and I hope, that you'll stay on till the last slide here. We got about 4 or 5 more slides. We're going to cover them.
Vivian is saying in the chat as well, are you saying it's usable or consumable within a month? This has always been something that we've learned in networking, is that when it's usable or consumable in a month, that definitely improves our ability to reach out to people and move product. Gosh, Vivian, I can't really answer that because these things are still under NDA. But XANGO makes some smart choices.
Carol, I want to just jump in and add on that. 1 case of juice, I go through a case of juice myself. I go through a whole, limitless ignite and reload myself. I go through many things, 365, Men's Health, Elavive. These are all things that I need replaced every month. And so this is going to be another item that, we're going to get in our budget and we're going to do it. But now I want to just show you some of the things that Ryan and the team, the executive team, have put together. And this is, I got this slide. I apologize. Let me jump back. I'm sorry. I got you right on the edge, and then I pulled you back from the edge, didn't I? All right. So what are the goals? We're going to show the power of 3. We're going to show people how to have rank advancement. Remember I talked about 5Ks, 20Ks Premier in 30 to 60, 90 days? This is going to show how to do it, okay? Show people how to build their business, show people how to put money in their pocket. I've had people say, well, I got to 1K and I got this little dinky check and, it isn't really paying for my product. We're gonna change that for people, okay? Ryan always talks about this million thousandaires. I guess that's not even a word, Carol, but maybe it should be. But, a million thousandaires. Think about that, folks. 1 million people in XANGO making more than 1,000 a month. It's going to be awesome. So we're going to show you how this is going to be achieved here in just a moment. All right, Carol, I'm moving on. All right.
Tom, with regard to the goal of helping XANGO Nation to create 1 million thousandaires, and yeah, that's a coined word, but the reason why that is such a powerful statement, we're really excited and thrilled that we've been able to bring in work with multiple people in our organization who have made $1 million in their organization, and that is really special. It's very unique and a really wonderful thing that XANGO has done for our lives, in fact. But I tell you what, the idea to help to be able to change 1 million people and change their check by bringing up thousands of dollars in their business, that is huge also. That literally, we've heard stats before about the fact that $350 in somebody's pocket additional per month can save them from the brink of disaster financially. And so the concept of being able to create 1 million thousandaires is truly a really good focus for us with these, vast amounts of people in our XANGO Nation. We love you guys, and we want to help you to grow your businesses, and it is important to be able to make a financial change in your business like that.
Thank you, Carol. So we're going to be talking just for a little bit longer this fast, faster, and fast-S. Kali always talked about good, better, best. It still lines up about the same way, but we're going to talk about the Fast Pack. Okay, so this is going to be 2 systems at $249.99, and if you were to buy those 2 systems individually, it'd be way more than that. Okay, we already talked about, even if you buy just a pack and you're on ADP, that's $135. So 2 times 135, that's $270. So you can see you're already saving a little bit of money just going with this Fast Pack. Those are 2 systems. One's for your personal use, and you'll develop your own story. The other one will be retailed out. It's going to be easy, folks, because people are going to see instantaneous results, remember? So you retail that out at $175. And rather than rather than you showing them, hey, you can order it off my site, you're going to have it right there. They can.
Right where? We're going to have it right there?
Right there in your hand, so you can get it to them immediately. And here's the thing. Even though they're not signed up, they're going to love this stuff. They are going to sign up, folks. But they're going to have it immediately. They can start using it immediately. They'll save the shipping and handling. Because what would it be normally if you just went to there? It would be, I think, $175 or something, and then still shipping and handling if they were just going to buy the 3 products at retail. So you're saving them a lot of money, particularly on the shipping and handling. That first time, they have it immediately. They don't have to wait for it. They can start sharing their story immediately. So that's the first pack, okay? Second pack, we're going to hit this one. Faster Pack, okay? It's 5 systems. Cost is $615.99, 500 PV, saving over $450, okay? We're going to show you how this is going to work. 1 personal system for your own personal use. 2 you'll retail out at $175. Okay. So you got $350 right back in your pocket immediately. We're going to add this up. And then you're introducing those other ones, those other 2 that you have, because you've already used 1 yourself. You've got 2 that you retail out, and you've got 2 that you're going to use this concept of paying it forward, okay? And here's the thing about that. Dwayne, if I were talking to Dwayne, and Dwayne, I said, you're going to love this, and, I know you've tried it, you're already seeing some things, and if you come in, here's the kicker, folks. If you come in, Dwayne, the same way I came in with this Faster Pack, I'm going to go ahead and give you free. If they come in with that Faster Pack, these 5 systems, they're saving over $450. They're having 500 PV, okay? Come in the same way I did. I'm going to give you one of my packs. They've got it immediately again. They can start using immediately again. So you'll retail 2 at $175 for a total of $350, plus your Power Start earnings from the other 2 systems, because you introduced this to others. They came in with a similar pack. You're going to get $125 for those Power Starts, equaling $250. Okay, $350, $250, total of $600. So you paid $15.99 for your system. Guess what? And you didn't even pay shipping and handling. Maybe some tax. I think there's some more tax deductions here, Carol. Are you seeing that?
I am. And through all of that, you become a brand new 1K. And something that, you'll want to be observing here. We talk about in this industry the importance of teaching somebody to do, to repeat what you're doing and to do this again and again and again. This is what these trainings are talking about here in our Fast Pack, in our Faster Pack that you'll hear about in our Fastest Pack. Teaching somebody to do exactly what you just did and then helping them to achieve their goals. So now this person just became a brand new 1K. Awesome.
Okay. Thank you, Carol. Appreciate you sharing that. And we're going to move on to the next thing, the Fastest Pack. 10 systems, $11.99, 1,000 PV, save over $900. That's huge. 2 systems are for personal use. I get to use one, and Carol gets to use one now. We don't even have to share. 4 to
Thank goodness, because you hog it up.
Okay. Thank goodness I hog it up. Okay, anyway, 4 to retail and 4 to pay it forward, just like we talked about earlier. You retail those 4 systems at $175. That puts back in your pocket $700. Plus the Power Start earnings for your 4 systems is $250 each, equaling $1,000. Folks, you're way over what you've got invested. You've got a total of $1,700 in your pocket. Folks, this is free. You got your product for free. Those 2 systems completely for free. And here's the thing: you become a brand new 5K. Are you starting to get the picture how these 5Ks and 20Ks and premieres are going to start popping extremely fast? Folks, this is exciting. I know it took me, it always takes me a little while to sort of absorb it, but I've been hearing this for the last couple of weeks, through the XBA. By the way, XBA, the next training is mid-November. If you want to go to that, contact kelly.allred@xango.com. Tell her, get me. And
I would just add in, do that quickly, because those XBA events have been filling up extraordinarily fast, and they literally, especially with brand new people, will get your business rocking fast, because you'll have the opportunity to hear from corporate and to rub shoulders with others and to really get an understanding of our business at these XBA events. Powerful training.
All right. Well, I want to jump back because I think I skimmed over something, Friday morning at the convention as soon as they release this and the website. Here's another thing that comes out. We've got these smartphones, we've got these tablets that everybody carries. This also is an app that's available immediately at convention. You can order the product in your chair at convention. You'll have a separate line at the other side of the stage where you can go pick up your things, okay? Don't have to go through the store, stand in lines, look around. I know Carol and we struggle to get to the store every time. This is going to be fabulous. But I've got one more perk here coming up, okay, if you're listening. Got one more perk coming up. Then we're gonna share where you can find all this at. But you'll be able to order it through the app, put your card in, order the pack, be in a special line to pick it up. Won't even have to go through the store. They're opening the store up, as soon as the first session's over. Of course, thousands of people will be headed in there. But if you've ordered on your phone, you'll be able to go to a special line and pick that up immediately. So now
that will save your team tons of minutes.
Tons of minutes, maybe
tons
hours.
of minutes. And if you've been at convention before, you know what that means.
Exactly. you know, I'll tell you what, though, XANGO's done an awesome job of having the staff there to take care of everybody, and I appreciate and it's hard work to have all those people there and get all that product moving and everybody taken care of and smiling and laughing and having a great time. So, folks, here's a little perk that they've added in. And here's the thing, folks. The following slide after this one, I'm going to go ahead and pull it up. This is a very special.
I will just share really quickly. After we were on the call, the In the Know call, we were so excited and stirred up. Tom got on the phone because he knew we were going to be doing this call today. He got on the phone with our corporate group there and begged for something really special for you all. And so this slide, this is what we're going to be sharing here. We wanted you all to be able to experience the same thing as what we heard about here. So, Tom.
Okay. All right. Well, this is a huge pack. You know, I don't even have the numbers on this one. They just threw this out there. Okay. $16.99, $1,500 in PV, save over $1,300. And here's the thing. You know, this original call was for premieres and above, and Ryan even talked about, you know, if you order one of these packs, and the forms, in the next slide we're going to tell you where to find the form, and it'll be sharing the faster and the fastest and this particular pack, 3 different packs on it that are available. It's going to be sharing, you know, you'll be able to get, you know, put your pre-order in today. And so this is what's going to happen for premieres and above. And I can't guarantee this, folks, but this is what's happening for premieres and above. And they might do it for you. I don't know. I tried to get an answer on this, but I just don't know. They're very busy getting ready for convention, as you can imagine. Tens of thousands of people coming in to Las Vegas. Ryan, I think he's getting tired, but he'll be taking a lot of Limitless, Ignite, and Reload every day, and so will the whole executive team and everybody working the convention. But this is a very special pack. And here was the thing, at XBA and at the last In the Know call, they talked about Leslie's seat side service. And you know, it probably, if you come in with one of these 3 packs that are going to be on this form, they'll probably, maybe, I know they're going to do it for the premieres and above, they might even deliver it to you. Wow. I don't know how they're going to find you, for one thing. I don't know. Boy, that's a mystery to me. But I'll be finding, you know, pretty soon we're gonna realize this mystery, and we're gonna see how they're gonna do this. But possibility of everyone else that comes in with one of these 3 packs, you know, that orders this immediately and gets their order in to corporate, will have Leslie's seat side service. Now, is it going to be Leslie? No, it's not going to be the president. But they coined that phrase on one of the calls, and I guess it sort of stuck, Leslie's seat side service. And so,
Tom, are you going to tell us a little bit about this very special offering that XANGO was willing to share with everybody on this call as well, beyond the premier leaders?
Well, of course, it is this pre-order pack. You know, huge savings to be received here, and folks, if you're a leader, if you're wanting to build your business, you need to really get involved. And I know it's a financial, you know, a lot of outcome, you know, a lot of outgo. I'll put it that way. But if you've been watching the previous slides and seeing how this can add up, folks, this, again, I'm going to say it again, this is how 5Ks and 20Ks and premieres and beyond, I hope you're grasping long-term hit of this. Carol and I changed our whole financial picture 12 and a half years ago. We're looking for the next surge. I always remember Kent Wood when he talked about that hockey stick, you know, and we had this great growth with XANGO Juice and all the other products that XANGO introduced over the years. This could be that vertical surge that Ray talked about just a little bit ago. This could be that vertical surge that happens to XANGO, takes us to that $1 billion and more per year. Carol, I don't know about anyone else. I want to be a part of that. What about you?
Absolutely. It thrills me to be a part of XANGO's newest product offering that's going to be launched here at convention. I'm very excited to be a part of that. And, you know, just as Ryan calculated, you know, in talking about what's going to be happening at convention, he looked at what the sales were over past years, and then, you know, in anticipation of what's going to happen in that store. And that's part of this. You know, we want to make sure that we're able to get our products fast and to begin to work with these new products. And so, you know, having the ability to get this pre-order pack now is really fantastic. You know, XANGO agreed to extend the offering to all of our XU training participants. And so if you're going to get your, the same offer to pre-order before convention, you have to get this order in immediately. And so that's why we have a special link to download the special form to do that if you choose to do that. We're really appreciating the fact that XANGO would extend this out to all of our XU training participants here. We're really grateful for that. We want to get our products back.
Carol, I can't hold off any longer. I got to hit this slide.
Okay.
Okay, here we go, folks. Here's the special link.
So take a look, everybody. This is a quick reminder of this very special offering for those that are on this call. XANGO's offering the opportunity for a pre-order of these products, and you can do that by going to http://xuworldwide.com/secret. Take a look on the slide. Perhaps I don't read those things quite right, but take a look on the slide there. You have to fax in your order or call XANGO by Saturday, August 29th. That's today, no later than midnight Mountain Daylight Time. So if you're interested in getting that pre-order in, if you didn't hear the secret URL to get in there, get a hold of one of us on the call here and we'll get that back out to you. But it's got to be placed no later than midnight Mountain Daylight Time today.
Wow. I know Ryan asked me to do it by tonight, and I know that's short notice, but rally yourself, your spouse, your team members. You know, even if it takes a couple of your team members coming together and putting an order together to get one of these bigger packs, just do it. You know, understand, folks, you'll duplicate whatever you do. Other people will duplicate whatever you do. So you want to have this duplication model in your mind right off the bat. You don't want to gear up with it after the first of the year and go, gosh, I should have came in with that bigger pack. Gear up for it now. Get it in your mind. Get it in your team's mind, you know, and get the ball rolling at this point. So Ryan asked me to have, you know, people on this call get it done by tonight. You'll see a fax number on the form, or you can call customer service. This isn't, you know, this is for everyone that's on the call, basically. I don't know about everyone else out there. I don't know. Boy, that'd be interesting if they sold out before we got to convention, wouldn't it, Carol? Wow.
That would be shocking. Hey, Tom, just to go back through the chat list just a moment. First of all, thank you, Kali, for sharing that URL. I appreciate that. And then Marilyn is saying, does this include the 5 products? And I believe what she's asking is with regard to the form itself, what's it going to include there on that form that they're able to order? So Tom, if you could just do a quick review for a moment on that and clarify that. And then I'll look through and see what other chat things. Okay. By the way, people, there's up at the top of your screen there on the left, it says ask a question. You can go ahead and post a question to Tom directly through that, and he'll be able to see that for you. I'm trying to pick up the ones in the chat box, and I'll share them out if he's not seeing those. Okay?
Somebody asked, when does the PV count? You can, on the form, it gives you a choice of either August or September. Also on the form, it gives you a choice. You can pick up your order at XANGO Rush in Las Vegas, or you can check the box, please ship to my order to the address above, U.S. only, free shipping. Just reading what it says here. All orders will ship during the week of XANGO Rush Convention. What they're going to do, folks, is immediately on Friday after they do the launch of the products, the products will ship that day, so that Friday. And then there's 3 packs. Now, these packs come with all 3 products, okay? All 3 products. There's a $500 pack that has 5 systems in it. That's $615.99. There's a $1,000 PV pack that has 10 systems in it. That's $11.99. And then that special pack, and I don't think that'll be available later, but all 3 products times 15 systems, $16.99, 1,500 in volume. I hope that answers. The form says 8/31 deadline. You know what, folks? If you want to push it, that's your prerogative. But Ryan did ask me that these get in today. So can I repeat any of the study results? No. Just the, what was it, 68% in 2 to 3 weeks, 98% in 6 to 8 weeks. Let's see, is there more questions? Can we ADP the 1 or 2 pack and then buy the? Right now the ADP, we're looking at the dates of the normal ADP, and it's right at convention. Okay, so that's something you should talk to your upline leader about. Then buy the 5 or 10 pack as we need, and yes, they'll be available later. Okay. Any other questions?
I think that we've covered them all. Yeah, I think that we've got it, and we're running, a little over time, so we probably want to bring this to a conclusion. Anybody else, if you've got any important questions here, throw them out in the question box right away.
Okay, we will, but I think Kali's out there, and I'd love to bring her on just for a minute and have her share a few thoughts about this whole launch and rush, and if she can encapsulate it pretty quick, that'd be awesome. Kali, are you available or?
Absolutely, I am, and I can encapsulate anything quick because I believe in fast building, fast businesses, and I want you to know that this system is a baby boomer's dream come true. Woo! Now, all of us know some baby boomers out there. You know what, folks? Let's not wait till convention. Wait till it's announced. For those of you that are not attending, don't just sit and wait at your computer to see when it goes live and then start contacting people. Right now, you need to contact every baby boomer you know and say, XANGO is launching the biggest thing. I mean, folks, I want you to know, these products are clinically proven. The formula, not just the ingredients that are in the product formula, but the actual finished branded product line that's being launched has clinicals, a double-blind, plus a whole lot more with studies with different people. This is a baby boomer's dream come true, both from a personal consumer standpoint and from a marketing standpoint. So from now until then, you get a hold of everyone you know and say, on September 11th, there's some amazing things happening. One is Collie's birthday. The other is Zango's
we get to
birthday.
celebrate with Collie. Yay!
It's Zango's 13th birthday, and on their 13th birthday, they are launching the product line that is going to explode us onward, propel us towards that $1 billion mark that we all know Zango's going to hit. We've been on track for it all along. We're still on track to be the record holder. The current record holder is 18 years. We're turning 13, and we're launching a baby boomer's dream come true. Now, folks, baby boomers have the money, and they will spend it. Every one of them is going to try this, I guarantee you, and with 98% clinical results, they're going to get the results. They're going to continue to order. They're going to tell their friends, even if they don't want to tell their friends, because all their friends are going to go, oh, my gosh, what are you doing? We were just at family barbecue the other day, and my 40-year-old niece looked at me and said, what are you doing? I said, stand by. And that's all you need to do is say, stand by September 11th. And if you want an email, you don't know how to write those emails. If you're on My Zango Builder, and if you're not, get on it, because this app goes live to everyone that has a My Zango Builder account. That's where you're going to have your immediate personal website that you can share the stuff with. So you go to My Zango Builder, and if you're afraid of technology, just go to the training tab and watch the tutorials. There's tutorials that will tell you how to enter contacts in your contact manager and all that. But in there's a team access. You go to your personal profile, and you'll see team access. Zango University has pre-written some additional emails and presentations. They're in your account right now if you just go to Team Access and subscribe. And the subscription is Zango University, all one word, Zango University. You put that in your Team Access, and instantly all the emails that have been done by Zango University would be in your My Zango Builder. And instantly the email that says, attention baby boomers, or I think it says baby boomers dream come true, it's pre-written for you. Get that sent to every baby boomer you know. Call them. Get them in that contact manager. Get them waiting. Imagine if you had 20, 50, 100 people waiting for you, and on September 11th when this goes live, and you just simply share with all those people that are already waiting to hear from you, you are going to see something that's going to be very, very exciting. Very exciting for your business. Very exciting for your pocketbook. So I hope you're going to be at convention. If there's any way to get there, and believe me, a lot of you have heard my story. When I first started in this industry, and I'm a single mom, and I'm broke, and I've got little kids, and I can't afford to go because I got a job, and I have to get a babysitter, and I have blah, 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 blah. I found a way to get there, and it changed my life. So I want you to get there if you can get there. And I want you to get there with 100 people waiting to hear what Zango launches. And as you share it with them, they're going to all order. Everyone's going to order. We have a money-back guarantee. Why wouldn't they order? They don't want to see if it works. Folks, it works. So they're going to reorder, and they're going to tell their friends, and you're going to start to see your business explode in a way that many of us have seen in the past. And we're so excited for you to have the opportunity to see it and experience it yourself, because your future is whatever you want it to be. Thanks, Tom.
Awesome, Collie. I knew you would encapsulate that just perfectly. So I know you're having a wonderful time up there with Ray and Richard and Carol and Cheryl and Will and all of you enjoying it. I know you're working hard, too, on the other hand, getting ready for Zango United and that whole Sunday training. So we appreciate everyone that's gotten on the webinar with us or on the phone with us. And that website, if you're on the phone and you can't write it down, xuworldwide.com/secret. That's where the form is. Print that off. Some people are pretty high tech. They can make that probably a printable form and get that back to Zango today.
Thank you for our 500K leaders that came on and shared with such heartfelt passion what they've been hearing and what they want to get out to all of us, so that we understand what's going on at our Zango convention. And we love you and appreciate all of you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful afternoon, and we'll see you in less than 13 days. Wow, it's coming up fast. Get ready, get your people there. Don't find any excuses or take away those excuses of people that are on the edge. Get them to XANGO Rush. It'll explode your business and their business. Lives will be changed at XANGO Rush. God bless everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. See you soon.